Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Chino Valley Chamber of Commerce Business at Breakfast. Today, we're going to be having our speaker, BB, talking about solar updates for 2020. With that, we're going to get started with our regular program. So I would ask everybody to look at Jeff. Jeff has the American flag in the background. Jeff, will you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance this morning?
Sure. Right hand over heart. Stand or sit. Ready, begin. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, well done. Thank you, Jeff. Terry, would you mind doing our invocation this morning?
Be happy to. Let's all pray. Lord, we just come before you this morning. We thank you for this opportunity in this country to pray freedom, to be free, to be able to choose the religious affiliation that we want, Lord. We're grateful for that. We pray for all those who are struggling right now with their businesses and with health-related issues, and we just pray for our leaders, that they would just come together collectively just to kind of get us back on path, Lord. So we're grateful for the chamber. We're grateful for the leadership of the chamber. And we just lift up this meeting to you today and ask that you be guided, directed for us. In your son's name, Jesus Christ, amen.
Amen. Amen. Thank you, Terry.
Amen.
Okay, so this is the part where we open up for community announcements. Does anybody have any community announcements they would like to share?
Yeah. No.
Who said yeah? Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I want to remind you guys, I think it went out of chamber, but Vicky's event this evening, she does, it's basically how to do business from home in what she calls the new norm. And you want to go to Do You Neo, that's Do You, just the way it sounds, Neo, NEO.com/register. I'll put it in the chat. But it's a free event. It's great. Tonight she'll be teaching more about how to monetize using social media platforms. And it's sponsored. It's all paid for the next 12 weeks by one of her corporate sponsors. So again, it's doyouneo.com, 6 p.m. tonight. They are recorded, so you can go back and look at the archives, but go register. I'll put the stuff in the chat. Thank you.
Thank you, Terry. Razel.
The Women Empowering Women group is started to have their Zoom meeting. So if anyone interested, there's one tonight at 7 p.m. So if you want to connect with me, I could send the Zoom link. They want you to RSVP. Also, the Filipino Chamber of Orange County is having their meeting. I guess, I think it's tomorrow. I can't find the link, but I could also send it post it on the resource page.
Thank you, Razel. All right, thank you guys for those community updates. Next is our 30-second commercials. So as a reminder, let's try to keep these within 30 seconds. The last couple of meetings, we've been going a little long on that, or we've taken that a little loosely. So let's try to keep them within 30 seconds. I am going to try to include who is up in the chat. Before I do this, just a brief announcement is this is all going to be available on YouTube and Facebook after this is over. So please do me a favor and share it. We also have a post on our Facebook page announcing the event. It's on our LinkedIn page. It's on our Twitter page. So do me a favor, and if you're here, go to your Facebook page, share that post so we can try to pull people in and say that this is happening right now and bring people into our events today. With that, we're going to the 30 seconds commercials. You can also include any kind of commentary in the chats that you want, so you can highlight your business through there as well. So with that, I'll get started. Jim, you're up first. Gallagher. Although he's...
I'm muted, I'm sorry.
There you are. Hey, Jim.
Did you unmute me? All right.
Yes.
A dog park for Chino Hills nonprofit. We exist to provide, from donations, support for our dog park as well as our animals in the community. If you wish to donate, you can buy a brick, which we will place at the park with your inscriptions on it. So I have it in the chat screen what we stand for. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim. Jeff.
Good morning, Chamber. Jeff Backer with Ultimate Source and board member for the Pomona Valley Habitat for Humanity. I'll keep it short. We are making very slow progress on our upland build. It's just a handful of people who are contractors just working slowly to get it done. We're hoping to get it done in June or early July. Everybody stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff. Suzette.
Good morning. I had to unmute myself. Suzette Dang with Supervisor Kurt Hackman's office. Good morning, everyone. I miss you all. Supervisor Hackman sends his regards. I made a brief update this morning. I'm not sure if you all joined or not, but just a quick update for the next testing that's available in our 4th district. If you want to jot this down, in the 4th district, next drive-through testing site will be in Ontario at Toyota Arena. It's Monday, May 4th, between 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And appointment is required, but as I mentioned earlier, the requirements or the criteria for testing has lowered, so you do not have to have all 3 symptoms. They're asking for what, if you're having any of one symptom, you are able to get tested. And as of beginning this Thursday, April 30th, at all testing locations, people aged 65 and older, as well as healthcare or public safety workers can get tested, even if they are not experiencing any symptoms. So that's the most recent update. And the other thing I wanted to mention is coming up on, Thursday, April 30th at 3 p.m., Supervisor Hackman, partnered with Congresswoman Norma Torres, as well as SB County DA's office, SBA, SBDC. They are hosting a COVID-19 Small Business Town Hall webinar. And that date again is Thursday, April 30th at 3 p.m. And the topics will include CARES Act, San Bernardino County Services, EIDL, PPP loans, which, it stands for Economic Injury Disaster Loan, Paycheck Protection Program. They will also cover fraud and reporting and updates from local chambers. So that's this Thursday. Thank you.
Thank you, Suzette.
Can you post that in the chat screen, please? The link? Thank you.
Thank you, Suzette. Suzette, please post that link in the chat, please. Razel.
I thought you had Terry first. Good morning, everyone. Rachel Arcega, LNR Promotions. We help your business with promotion products, events, now online events and consulting. We still have the PPEs, the masks, the sanitizers are coming in. So if you need any help, let me know. Again, we go your business one event at a time, and I'm here to help.
Thank you, Razel. Terry.
Good morning, Terry Fitch, Legal Shield ID Shield. Hey, our attorneys are super busy. There's all sorts of questions. If you don't have a Legal Shield membership or ID Shield membership, I think it's important you get it right now. There's a lot of questions out there, a lot of phishing attacks and people messing with our data and information, and it's not a fun experience when it happens to you. Our attorneys are all working remotely. They're available. We're being inundated with lots of calls, but if you haven't done your estate planning documents right now, I'm not suggesting that any of you are in jeopardy of passing, but if you haven't done these things, do it now and get it done. It's very affordable. So Terry Fitch, Legal Shield, ID Shield, it's not going to happen to me is not a good plan.
Thank you, Terry. Alex.
Can you guys hear me all right?
Yes.
So, all right. So good morning, Chamber. I hope everyone's doing well. My name is Alex. I'm with the City of Chino here. Just kind of your point of contact with the City of Chino. You guys have any questions regarding the city and what we're doing during this COVID-19 pandemic? Feel free to reach out to me or Chris Kennedy. We do have some business resources for you guys on our website, as well as I'm going to end the chat right now. I'm going to provide a link to the May 2020 small business training calendar. So you guys want to take a look at that. There's some trainings. There's some Q&As for the PPP loan and the EIDL loan. So other than that, if you guys have any questions, feel free to contact me through the chat, or if you have some email, you can reach out to me then. I hope everyone stay safe and have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex. Robert.
All right. Good morning, Chamber. Robert Ceja, Robert's Bariatric Services. This is a screwdriver. That you don't know how this screwdriver was designed to transfer power from your hands to the screw head doesn't really stop you from using it to solve your problem immediately. In the same way, engaging in the IGEN process begins your weight loss immediately. Whether you understand it or not, it will solve your problem with excess weight. In our effort to be of service to my community of 32 years, we are providing the IGEN process online in the form of a class lab, free of charge to anyone who has lost all or part of their income until such time that they can recover financially. So if you want to lose 5, 10, 15, or 50 pounds and see yourself as you're doing it, give me a call. Robert Ceja, Robert's Bariatric Services. Thank you.
Thank you, Robert. Judy.
Good morning. Couldn't find the mute button there. Good morning. I'm Judy Conacher with the Shop Chino Valley mobile marketing app, and I'm happy to report this morning. Tomorrow we will have New York Pizzeria coming online with online ordering in the app. So that's our newest addition this week. We're continuing to work particularly with restaurants right now, getting them better rates with online ordering, saving them a lot of money with that, and protecting their food and their customers as well. We're getting horrible reports about the third-party delivery services with all kinds of things going on with the food. So not recommended to use those if you can possibly avoid it. But anyway, still working from home and having good success with helping out businesses with the app. Everybody have a great week, and look forward to hearing everybody else.
Thank you, Judy. Drew.
Good morning, Chino Chamber. Drew Sasser, personalized gifts for you. Your one-stop source for embroidery, screen printing, promotional, and printed goods. We're going strong. We have lots of masks if you need them. You can get them online at masks.spiritsale.com. I'll post that. Also, we're in business. Embroidery, screen printing, anything like that has to do with your business. If you're ready to prepare yourself for the big onslaught coming up, hopefully soon, we can help you with that. So if you need it with your logo, or if you just want something new, call Personalized Gifts, ask for Drew. Thank you.
Thank you, Drew. Renee.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Renee Mehta. I'm from the United States Census Bureau. Just wanted to let you know that I know everyone was April 1st was Census Day, but May 1st, 2nd, and 3rd is Census Awareness Week, and we're asking everyone else to participate, make sure that everyone is counted. So we urge everyone to, share your message with the community, be it either on YouTube, Facebook, social media. I have a resource guide that I can mail you that we have example posts and videos that you can share. You guys are all a trusted voice in our community, and to have your voice added into our community outreach would be very honorable, and we would really request everyone to do so. So I'll go ahead and put my email in, and I can also provide my email address if you would like the resource guide. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Renee. Deanna. Unmute. Let me mute you real quick. Okay, there you go. You're good.
For the record, I unmuted myself. Deanna, Infusion Zone, hashtag your laser tag lady. I am happy to announce that we're taking the show on the road. Yesterday we launched Party on the Go, where I'm partnering with some businesses in the Chino Valley and in our chamber, and we are taking the party to the house and delivering the party, which includes pizza, cupcakes. You get a virtual art class with a local Chino resident, and you can do laser tag later. And it was so much fun. And I don't know if I could show this picture, but I don't know if you guys can't see the picture. We delivered to the birthday girl yesterday, and we also delivered to her 2 friends. And then we got on a Zoom call to do a virtual art party, and it was just, it was really neat. So we're doing parties to go. You can book it online. You guys, thank you very much. Bye.
Awesome. Heather.
When you come to my house, my wife and I are getting bored.
Good morning, everybody. Heather Nishioka with Chaffey College. We have about 4 weeks left of our term, and our students are doing a great job online. If you know anybody that could benefit from education, wants to get a certificate, brush up those computer skills, or really focus on getting a degree, have them talk to me. $46 a unit, and in some cases free, is an incredible community resource. So I encourage you to look at education, particularly while we all have a little bit more downtime and screen time. Have a great day.
Thank you, Heather. Jim Maloney, you're up.
Yes, can you hear me, Zeb?
Yes.
Jim Maloney, Transamerica Financial Advisors. I just had my 20th anniversary at Transamerica. I am part owner of the office on the corner of, thank you, Heather, for clapping for me. Part owner of the office on the corner of Chino Hills Parkway in Ramona. We help people save money, get out of debt, help them with their kids going to college. We also have 125 insurance and investment companies that we market for. We're an independent broker. And just real quick about life insurance, I just had a client that went all the way through getting a policy done without having to take any medical exam, not having anybody draw blood or anything like that. And it was a $500,000 policy. So the companies are trying not to have anybody take any kind of blood draws or anything right now. But I don't know how much longer that's going to last. If you have not looked at your life insurance, or if you know somebody that might be looking, right now would be the best time to at least take a look, see if they can get completely underwritten without having to take any medical exams. Jim Maloney, Transamerica Financial Advisors. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim. Kavita.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Kavita Bhatia, broker owner, one of the best commercial real estate companies around, KB Real Estate. So proud of it. Wanted to share with you, I think last week I told you that, things were at a standstill, and there was no movement as far as people wanting to open businesses or start or expand into new locations. This week, I feel like everyone's seeing, light at the end of the tunnel, or they're trying to see, there's a positive sign there where our phone's been ringing off the hook, and we've been getting a lot of people wanting to buy real estate or lease out spaces and so on. So we're seeing that activity pick up again, and people are starting to plan for the future again of what they're going to do with their business when things are back to normal. So, or whatever normal will be. But they're ready to embrace that. So there's a real positive sign, I think, in the business community as far as, seeing that something positive is going to happen pretty soon. So again, I wanted to share that positive news with you guys. Thank you so much. Kavita Bhatia at KB Real Estate. And thank you so much, guys, for your time.
Thank you, Kavita. Rudy.
Good morning. How's everyone doing?
Great.
Good. Rudy Navarro with Golden One Credit Union, founded in 1933. We're the only state chartered credit union that is open to all residents of California. We've got over 1 million members. Rates and terms are very, very, very good because we're a not-for-profit organization. I've got right now I'm refinancing a lot of past clients' loans. They're getting out of the PMI, taking cash out, investing in other properties. So rates are still historically low. If you know anybody that's looking to refinance or purchase a home, please keep me in mind. I've been in business for over 31 years as of April. So thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you, Rudy. Queenie.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay. Oh, I'm unmuted. Hi, everyone. I'm Queen Tran, or Queenie Tran, or Dr. Tran, whichever way. But we're our office. I'm the owner of Inland Family Optometry, the optometrist, and our office has actually been currently closed the last few months because of COVID. But we actually are reopening in mid-May, depending on how the situation is. But when we reopen, we're going to slowly reopen, just very spaced out our patients. We're not going to have a cram, exam room or waiting room or anything. For those that need to come in to pick up glasses or contacts, we're going to schedule appointments for that too. So, and then we might do just a curb drop off, glass drop off, or so forth. But we definitely have strict protocols in keeping everyone safe and healthy. I bought a lot of masks and a lot of what we call PPP. I mean, it's the PPE for protective gear and so forth. So just really keep everyone safe, and that's our main concern when we open in mid-May. So hope to see some of you there too. But yes, and thank you the Chamber and Zed for working with us to just helping our business during this time.
All right, thank you. Holly.
Oh, good morning. Holly Ratzlaff with Voorhees and Ratzlaff Law Group. We are an estate planning, probate, and trust administration firm. Carrie Voorhees, my partner, and I are here. We are open. We are available to answer any questions you, your friends, your family, your clients about estate planning, station phone, via Zoom, and practice social distancing if your clients prefer to meet in person. Thank you. Holly Ratzlaff with Voorhees and Ratzlaff Law Group.
Okay, thank you, Holly. And then we have SL Hospice Home Health Care.
Hi. My name is Stephen Loy. I used to live in Chino Hills. Right now, I'm Asian living in Corona. I deal with elderly care all over Southern California. I deal with placement for hospice, home health, senior facility. So basically, elderly care. It's been really, really busy because of coronavirus. So being able to help a lot of family with elderly that have care for medical services. So be more than happy to help. Happy to be able to join. Thank you.
Fantastic, and thank you for joining and welcome. Cecilia, are you there? There you are.
Hi, everyone. I know it's been a long time. Things have been really, really crazy for us. I'm Cecilia with the American Cancer Society. Our mission is to save lives, celebrate lives, and lead the fight for a world without cancer. Right now, our mission matters more than ever. Cancer patients are particularly subject to complications from COVID-19 due to compromised immune systems. We have, at the direction of our headquarters, suspended all in-person events and meetings through the end of June. Okay, so that does put a little hit on our income, but we are still providing free services to cancer patients and their families. Our National Cancer Information Center is still taking calls 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Right now, what we're looking for in the Inland Empire is women who want to be fundraising ambassadors for researchers, which is a national campaign to support women scientists doing cancer research. This campaign launches on Friday, live online, and contact me if you're interested in learning more. I'll get you a virtual pass. Again, I'm Cecilia with the American Cancer Society.
Okay, great. And then we have Todd. Todd, are you there? Todd. Todd going once, going twice. Okay, Chris, are you there?
I am here. You got to give me a better head start than that. I didn't even get on deck there, Big Zeb. Hey
Sorry,
guys,
we had a cancellation right before you.
that's all right. Alex pretty much explained everything that's going on over here. We are really excited. Actually, we're supposed to be opening. I should say we're supposed to be returning to City Hall next week in a modified format, and hopefully thereafter, our plans are to start to open it up on a limited basis a few weeks after that. This is all tentative at this time, but we're trying to slowly implement and make sure that we can do it safely. In the meantime, Alex's big list of trainings are all webinars. So I know you guys got plenty of time on your hands during the day. There's a lot of great webinars to further your education and improve your business for the future. Glad to be here today.
Thank you, Chris. And then Rose. Rose, are you there? Rose, Going once, going twice. Sold. Okay. Then we'll get started with our presentation here today. Our presenter is BB. He works with SunGuide Solutions. He's the owner of SunGuide Solutions. He has spoken with the Chino Valley Chamber of Commerce on several occasions with different topics, a variety of topics today. I think the plan is just to go over solar updates for 2020. So BB, are you ready?
Yes, I am. I was just looking for a way to share my screen, and now it is. Okay, share the screen, and here we go. Guys, let me know if you can see my screen or not yet.
We can see it.
Perfect. Okay, so this is me. Our slogan is hiring the sun, let us help. I own SunGuide Solutions, and I own another company that does solar as well. What we do in SunGuide Solutions is mainly brokerage, project management, and consulting for our homeowners. This is my lovely wife in front of our kiosk in Chino Hills. This is what we believe in. This is our vision. So we believe in that going solar gives the power back to you, the power of knowledge, the power of choice, and the power of making a difference. As you can see, you guys can take the time and check us out online. We are 5-star rated on Yelp and all the other social media review websites. This is what we offer. So we help you get the most accurate solar information and the best value for your money, and oversee your solar installation to avoid common installation problems. Now, today I'm going to be talking about solar energy updates. I'm going to talk about these 6 things: time of use policy, clean energy companies, solar tax credit, the solar demand, and the solar season, and the COVID-19 when it comes to the solar energy. So as of October 2020, all SCE clients are going to be switched on something called the time of use plan, which is something that I have actually talked about previously since last year, and I'm going to be still talking about. This is a humongous price increase because they're not only changing the rates, they're also changing the structure. By meaning changing the structure, they are changing the time that, so right now you're paying per kilowatt hour. Kilowatt hour is the unit of measuring energy. The more you consume, the more you pay. So people that are heavy consumers pay more, and people that are not consuming as much pay less. What will be happening is a change in that. They will be changing the tiers instead of consumption-wise, but based upon the time of the day, which makes 4 to 9 the most expensive time for energy, the most expensive energy rate in other terms. So people are most of the people are home between 4 to 9. So everybody is going to be within the same criteria in their consumption. Of course, heavy consumers will pay more, but at the same time, people that are not consuming as much, but they're consuming most of their energy between 4 and 9, are going to be hit hard by a price increase. It's probably like 150% of their energy cost. Secondly, clean energy power companies. There are new companies actually coming into the business of energy. One of them is very popular, Clean Power Alliance, which is now in Diamond Bar, Temple City, and Claremont. They're actually taking part of they're providing the energy, but Edison is doing the delivery. So the rates are very reasonable, and they work really well when you have solar. If you buy solar, or if you lease, or if you are having solar installation for your home, these work really best with them. So Clean Power Alliance, there's Lancaster Choice Energy, and there's Apple Valley Choice Energy as some of the companies that are providing very competitive rates when it comes to solar. But when it comes to Los Angeles Department of Water and Power, so if you know anybody living in Los Angeles, they're probably going to be paying more for getting clean energy. There is a program that typically charges them, don't quote me for it, but it's around 20% more just for getting clean energy from just for getting these funds to utilize clean energy in Los Angeles. So it's more like paying more for solar than paying less for solar. So in all these cities, going solar is extremely beneficial for you. However, if you're choosing to choose their programs, it might not make sense because it actually charges you more for it. Now I'm going to be talking about the solar tax credit. As I recall telling you guys or talking about that, in December 31st, 2019, the 30% tax credit dropped to 26%. And December of this year, any solar installation taking place after that, the tax credit will drop to 21%. It is not going away, not yet, but it will be going away soon in the next couple of years. Now that's a slide you probably saw last time I presented. That's the supply versus the demand of the solar. Right now, this is the supply in 2018, and we expect it to grow significantly off the charts because of main reasons. People are spending more time home, and that means they're spending more energy. They're paying more electricity, and they have more time to explore options, which was something that they didn't have before. If they didn't have the consumption, they didn't have the time, they didn't have the knowledge, they didn't have the research options available, but now we have all of that available. Okay, so when I talk about solar, solar is a seasonal product. Why I say that? Because people usually remember solar when the energy bills are high, forget about solar when the energy bills are low. And typically between March and September is the high season of solar energy. The demand starts slowly in March, and then it's at its maximum in September. There is a ton of people want to go solar between June and September. And most of the solar companies try to bite more than they can chew, and just to make it for the year. As a result, people are getting more delayed installations. So if you are interested or looking into solar, now is the best time because there's still less demand at the time being. The demand will grow by June and July. Now, COVID-19, my favorite subject, not so my favorite subject, but it did slow the March demand significantly. We're experiencing a slowdown of 1/3. We're almost 1/3 of our sales of last year. People are more at home, as I mentioned, and they're using more equipment, AC heaters, pools, refrigerators. There's more energy being sucked in at that time of the year versus the old years, versus the previous years. Which is resulting of people starting to call me. I'm having more demand right now. So typically February, March, it starts slowly, but February, March for me was very slow because of COVID-19. The demand shifted a little bit, and I've started getting calls in April, and moving forward, I'm getting more and more calls just because people are spending more time and spending more money on energy. There are more financing purchases or more power purchase agreements, just because the cash is limited. So if you have the cash, you can really buy a very low cost system. But if you're doing finance and power purchase agreements, the cost is a little bit higher than the average, just because the fact that you don't have the equity, or you don't have the funding to spend it in it. And as you know, it's a very risky investment right now for people to finance anything. I expect it to be a delayed demand. So I expect the slowdown to be delayed. So I expect the comeback to be delayed a little bit because of COVID-19. the kiosk is not open. People are not able to go outside. They're not able to visit locations door to door. Canvassers are not there. Um, Different people are trying to approach this business in a different way, including sending notes to homeowners, and they usually prey on senior citizens. So be aware if you receive any kind of notices or if you are receiving phone calls, make sure to verify the information. I offer free consulting. So if you guys need more information about what's happening, because I'm seeing in the neighborhoods being hit hard by telescammers and notices that are misleading. It's just mailers that um, make you interested in calling back, and once you call back they have your information, so and they will keep on calling. Sometimes they won't cancel the agreements, so there's a lot of wild things going on. So my advice is just take a second opinion. I've been doing this since 2006, and this is my passion, so I enjoy what I do. We will experience inflation as well due to delays. There are delays in everything, delays in shipping, delays in purchasing. Even when you go to Home Depot, you have to stand in line, which is something that we've never experienced before. It's things that used to take hours are taking days. City permits are taking a little bit longer due to what's happening. Um, Fire department as well is taking a little bit more in getting things done. So even Edison is taking more time to approve the installations and provide the permission to operate. So things do take more time, and more time means more follow-up, and more follow-up means more hours for the workers, which means more prices, like higher prices or inflation in other terms. The United States, for a very long period of time, had the advantage of uh, getting things done the fastest way. And we have something that most of the developing countries don't have. We have time. We do things faster. So we're able to come back faster. We're able to get things done faster. Right now, what is happening is this time is stolen away from us. So I urge the cities, I urge the different people in charge of um, legislation to get things done faster because it's more healthy this way. That's our response to COVID-19. We are investing, and we're being more efficient. Uh, we're doing more services, from roofing specials and solar inspections. We're providing different options available right now. I'm sorry, my son just entered into my room. Thank you, Daniel. Okay, and we're offering a roofing special that's a roof leak repair under $500. So it includes the roofing material and the wood if needed. That's something unheard of, and nobody else does it. And the reason why we're able to offer something like that is because we use a specific sealant for the solar, and we're utilizing the use of this sealant to repair roof leaks, which makes the cost less and makes the the quality better. We're also providing a solar stimulus program. So if somebody's interested in going solar with a finance product or with a leasing or a power purchase agreement, we offer a zero down solar uh, with a 6 month at $6 only, which is something really unheard of for the time being. And we're doing third-party solar inspections for real estate transactions. So if you're closing on a house that has solar, you want to find out if it does have leaks, you want to find out if the system is working, this is something we're providing as well. And I'm going to go back to what we're doing right now. We're investing. We're investing more time in prayer. We're investing more in certifications required. We're investing in more services being provided to our homeowners and clients. We're investing more in experience gained by fixing the mess that other people left behind and walked away. We're investing more in software utilization and more in asset acquisition. I predict that there's going to be a lot of companies going out of business, unfortunately, in the solar sector. And we're eyeing these assets. We're not happy that they're going belly up, but we're eyeing every single opportunity in the market and trying to figure out ways to acquire these assets available. I want to talk about my business and myself. And we are all into this together. For my business for me is me. My business is my company, and it's my reputation. It's my income. It's everything I've ever wished for. And I know that it's my business, but at the same time, it's not. I don't own it. So I'm in charge of it, but I don't own my business, because the true owner of the business is the God that gave me the business. And am I worried? Yeah, there's a little bit of worry. But do I have faith and I have hope? Yes. And I would like to remind every single one of you of these words in Joshua 1:9. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid and do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. And I have hope. I hold on to these words because for me they are the truth. And I urge you to, if what you're trying to do is not working, find something else to do. Find a different way to do. Find a different way to relieve stress. Find a different way to find hope in life. So that's really what I wanted to share with you today. It's a message of hope. Yes, I'm right now 1/3 of my sales, but I have hope and I have faith, and I know that things are going to get better. Why? Because I know that my God is good and He's in charge of everything. He's in control of everything. So I just wanted to share this with you, and I'm really done with the presentation. I'm available for any questions. We have not removed the $500 referral fee for referring friends and family members. So I'm available right now for any questions that you guys have.
Thank you. Really good.
Good. Does anybody have any comments or questions for BB?
I just want to commend BB. He's helping out with us getting solar, and I really thank him for. We had somebody else talking to us, and he has come in with a better deal. So I'm glad that I gave him a call and did a comparison.
Thank you, Judy. I appreciate it.
Yep. Thank you, Judy.
Hey, Jeff.
Yes.
This is Jim. I typed in a question there, but I just wanted to ask Stevie. I did not know that obviously that he did roof leaks, but just if you can let everybody know, BB, do you do complete roof replacement also and repairs?
I can do complete roof replacement with solar. We do repairs, mainly a small leak, like a square. If you are familiar with the terminology, it's 10 feet by 10 feet. We can still fix it for under $500.
Okay, so only as part of the installation you would do the whole roof, correct?
I would do the whole roof only as part of the installation, but I can refer you to somebody that would do the whole roof if you need.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Perfect. Anybody else? Comments or questions for BB?
Quick question.
Yeah.
what are the options for solar if you live in a condo? Because there's very limited roof space. Is there anything coming for
Yes,
Yes, there is. There is actually options for financing, and I believe power purchase agreement is available. However, it's all depending upon your HOA and if you own the roof or not, because some condos, you only own the inside of the house, you don't
Mhm.
own the outside, and you don't own the roof, or the roof is shared. So it's all depending upon if you own the roof and the HOA will approve it, and there are certain electrical requirements that you have a separate electric panel with a separate meter, then in this case, yeah, we can do it.
Okay, so this you have to start with the HOA first.
Yes, you
Okay.
start with the HOA, you find out, can I put solar on the house or not? What is the required paperwork? And from there, we can do some shopping for you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Anybody else?
I have a question.
Yes.
Jim, BB, is there any such thing as partial solar?
Yes, there is, but it will not make sense with the new legislation for the time of use. Partial solar simply means you're getting some of the energy from the sun. The problem with that is right now, the cost of energy that you buy between 4 to 9 is more expensive than what you sell back between 8 to 4. So what will end up happening is you're going to be paying technically more than what you're paying today. Why? Because you'll be investing in a less expensive system, but at the same time, you won't be getting the benefit because you're going to be paying for the expensive energy between 4 to 9.
Thank you.
You're most welcome.
Great. I think Jim has his hand raised. Jim?
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear me, but I did put my questions in the BB.
Let me see.
So first of all, our companies you mentioned are alternative energy besides solar.
Oh, here we go. I'll read those questions just so you can hear them. I found them. Are any of the new power companies using any alternative energy besides?
Either solar or wind, but mostly solar energy because it makes more financial sense.
Okay, and then the second question is, please explain PPAs for everyone and how they work again.
Okay, so a PPA is a power purchase agreement. What they do is they simply install the equipment on your house at no cost to you, and they sell you the energy that comes out of the equipment for the next 25 years. So you'll be paying for energy. You're not going to be paying for the equipment because you're simply buying energy from a clean source, which is going to be cheaper and cleaner than your current provider. The system comes with maintenance, insurance, and full workmanship warranty and a production guarantee. So they guarantee that the system will produce a certain amount of energy.
Okay, cool. And then Razel asked to explain the time of use for everyone. What hours are the best to save energy?
Okay, so the time of use, you've got 3 different tiers from 8 to, let me actually go back to Edison and get you the exact. Okay, so these are the time of use plans. Okay, there are 3 different plans depending upon your need. The time of use D prime is typically for people with electric vehicles. The time of use D5, 5 to 8 is, I don't know why would you choose that, but it's just for people that don't consume as much between 4, like consume more between 4 and 5 and more after 8. But these are the rates. So they are summer and winter. We've got weekdays and weekends. Weekdays from 8 to 4, your price of energy is 25 cents. 4 to 9 is 39 cents. And then from 9 to 8 a.m. the next day is 25 cents. That's the summer rates. Weekends are a little bit less, and the price of the peak, they're still more expensive. Right now, we're being charged 19 cents in tier 1 and 23 cents in tier 2 and 32 cents in tier 3. Now, everybody's going to be consuming energy between 4 to 9 because that's the peak hours, and they're going to get hit hard by the 39 cents per kilowatt hour. These are the summer rates. The winter rates are as follows. They're more in the PM and they're less in the peak. So there's 1 cent technically that was transferred from this to that, from 4 to 9 to 9 to 8 a.m. These are the winter rates. Things are going to get more and more confusing. If you think that your billing is confusing right now, wait until you see the time of use. But that's what's going to be happening as of October of this year. So if you're interested in going solar or have been thinking about it, and it's something that was of interest of you, like in the past, I think now is the time to revisit it before you get shocked by the time of use plans, because by then it's going to be a little bit too late for the system to be installed and for you to benefit from the tax credit. It will drop down to 21%. So why lose 4% of the tax credit that's available?
Good. And then Kavita has a question. She asked if you could discuss the process of how a lease is transferred if a property is sold with existing solar panels.
Absolutely.
Is there a screening process?
Depending upon the company. So some companies will actually transfer the agreement. So in the escrow process, the real estate agent have to call the company and let them know that they're going to be selling the house, and they're going to be transferring the power purchase agreement or the lease to the new homeowner. Okay. Now, there are two ways of doing it. You can either run the credit of the new homeowner and he assumes the lease or the power purchase agreement, or you can pay $250 and the new homeowner takes over the agreement without having his credit run. There's also two other ways that involve paying. The two other ways are prepaying for the system, so prepaying the remaining balance and having free energy. The fourth option would be purchasing the system and having free energy. So there are two ways of doing it. Prepaying is usually cheaper than buying the system, which is an option that people usually prefer.
Okay. All right, perfect. Well, BB, thank you so much for coming in and sharing your insights on solar energy in 2020.
It's my pleasure.
Yes, so thank you very much.
And thank you guys for having me.
You're welcome. At this time, I want to open it up. So this is an opportunity for us to give a shout out or kudos or whatever you want to call it to people who you've done business with in the chamber. Does anybody want to share an experience they've had with another member?
This is Judy. I'd like to give a shout out to Rachel. She introduced me quite by accident to a person on actually we were doing an online Zoom wine tasting party at the time. And she introduced me to Kathleen Ronald, who has not only a weekly phone prayer group going, but she also started a online Zoom or a prayer marketing group, which has been very beneficial to me. And I want to really thank you, Rachel, for that introduction. So if anybody is interested in prayer and would like to get together on a meeting, give me a call and I can give you the links to that group. It's really quite interesting and eye-opening.
Awesome. Anybody else? Kavita.
Hey guys, I wanted to thank Supervisor Hagman's office, in particular Melissa Campani. I had a question, and first of all, thank you, Zev, for connecting me to her, because the question I really needed to ask was related to what was going on within San Bernardino County about a particular subject, and Zev for connecting me with Melissa within minutes. And so I really appreciate you for really being on top of things and helping people connect, and Melissa for really going out of her way to answer my questions and then following up to make sure that, you know, everything that I needed was resolved. So thank you again to their office.
Awesome. Awesome. Very cool. Rachel.
Hi, just want to thank BB because I've had my solar for some time and he's always open to discussing. So if anyone has any solar, he would do a review, give you pointers even to clean your solar panels. But he's a really good resource in terms of solar and very knowledgeable. So I'm just recommending him to, you know, if you need information, making sure that you're on top of your solar equipment and you're still saving money. So thank you for that.
Awesome. Awesome. Deanna.
Hey, I wanted to give a shout out to Mountain Mike's Daniel Gorman. He doesn't attend often, but he is he's Mountain Mike's in Chino. He's a great partner. When we wanted to launch Party to Go, I sent him a text and I said, hey, do you want to help us with this? And I'm going to read his text. He said, yeah, that's not a problem at all. I'm glad to help with anything you got going on. So Daniel Gorman, Mountain Mike's, if you guys could show him some love, order some pizza. They're a great company to work with.
Perfect. Thank you, Deanna. And then I think, Rudy, you have your hand raised.
Yes, I wanted to send out the shout out to Drew. I was out of mask and looking desperately for new ones, and remembered Drew and ordered a couple I'm going to pick up today. So thank you very much, Drew.
Very cool. Anybody else? Going once, going twice. All
Hey,
right.
Zeb.
Yes.
Hand raised.
Who does?
Cecilia had the hand.
I think she was
icon.
applauding.
Oh.
No, I was raising my hand.
Oh, you were? Okay, cool.
Actually, I want to second Deanna's mention of Mountain Mike's Pizza. They are a big supporter of Relay for Life in Chino, which is coming up in October. Yay. So yes, they're excellent. They have really good pizza as well. And secondly, I would like to thank Supervisor Hagman's office for being a sponsor for Relay for Life again for the second year. We just really appreciate it because every dollar is important. So thank you.
All right, awesome. Thank you. So with that, let me give you guys a few updates on chamber stuff and just fill you in on all the things that we're doing. We've been, so my chance to give kudos, I want to give kudos or thanks to all of our governmental agencies. So we've been working really closely with both cities, Chino and Chino Hills, with our county, with our state representatives, and with our federal representatives. And they've all been super accommodating and willing to help inform and educate us on everything that's happening. And then I'm trying to take that information and trying to help educate our businesses. So they've been all participating in those Tuesday webinars we've had, our Chino Valley Leaders workshops, where they really do give the most up-to-date and current information on what is happening, what are the things that are going to open up. So now they're talking about opening things up. So if you listen to our chat yesterday, you learn about kind of the process that they're going through in terms of opening the government back up. So there's lots of really good insights to have there about how that's going to look like, and also what resources are available to you. So that's every Tuesday from 8:30 to 9:30. But they've all been fantastic to work with. So I want to thank all of those folks. We've also, we have something that I'd really like us to promote. We have our Chino Valley Chamber Pitch Competition, which is going to be on May 14th. So essentially it's like a Shark Tank type event. We're gonna have a judging panel. We're gonna have students that are submitting their business ideas, and these judges are gonna kind of evaluate their business ideas. We have $5,000 that we had set aside previously for this. It's all gonna be virtual. So those students have the opportunity to win $5,000 in grants that they can use for whatever they want, whether it be starting their business, going to college, whatever it might be. It's a really great thing that we're trying to do. And if you know of anything about students right now, is all of their extracurriculars are taken away. Those seniors that are coming up on their graduation, they're missing out on a whole bunch of opportunities. So all these kids are missing out on these opportunities. So we thought that this would be a really good thing to do right now. While they are missing out on so much, so we could do a little something that could help them out in this effort. So if you have any kind of interest in participating, what we really need right now is the deadline for submissions or applications is tomorrow. So I'm thinking back to my high school days and submitting something like this. I would do it, but I would do it the day before. So we're not sure how many applicants we're going to have in this. So if you get a chance and we really encourage you to spread the word. So far, just officially, we have one application that's been submitted, which is a great sign. So I'm hoping that you can help us get the word out just to make sure. We've been sending it through, it's been in the Champion. It's been through all of the teachers, the teachers union. It's been through the teachers themselves, the principals. So we've done a good job at getting the word out, but if you guys can help us out a little bit with that, it's on our it's on our Facebook page under our event section. It's also on our website under our events page. So anything you guys can do to make sure that if you know of any students that are from 7th to 12th grade that have any kind of interest in entrepreneurship, make sure that they're aware of that. So that would be super helpful if you can help out on that front. Jim, you're raising your hand. Go ahead.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Extend the application period.
What's that? Jim, maybe you could type in the chat.
Possibility we can.
Jim, when you type in the chat, we're having a tough time hearing you. Type in the chat and I'll respond to it there. So I just appreciate that. The other thing that we're looking for in terms of that event is we're looking for businesses who want to participate in this. So we're looking, we have a good group of judges. We haven't made the decision on who the judges are going to be yet, but we're supposed to have our meeting tomorrow to go over that. We also have people who would act as mentors, which would try to help prepare these pitches for the live pitch competition. So they'd be working directly with the students. We also have a lot of other tasks, but really what we're looking for is we want to make this a sustainable program, meaning we wanted to do this every year from here on out. The reason why we have $5,000 allocated towards this is because we had been receiving a sponsorship for the last 5 years from Watson Land Company at $1,000 a piece. Thank you. Somebody's sharing the flyer, so thank you for doing that. Sorry, that got me distracted here. So we have those. So they've been giving those $5,000. So we have that allotted for this year, but it's not going to be there for next year. And so we need to try to bring in funds to help cover this event. And not only this, but we're trying to work more closely with students in the Chino Valley. One of the things that I think is really important, that our board thinks is really important, and that I'm sure all of you think is really important, is that we start promoting entrepreneurship in the Chino Valley. I don't really know of anything that's set up to help young professional entrepreneurs or people interested in business in our area, and that's what we really want to start to create. So one of the things that I've been doing over the last year is working with Chino Valley Unified School District teachers and working out a program to try and help young students enter the workforce or get exposed to businesses in our community to see if it's something they want to pursue for their career. So we're creating job shadowing programs, we're creating internship programs, and we're working with the CVUSD to try and make sure that we can create ways that we're connecting our students with businesses in our community. And I think that in the long term, that's going to be a big benefit for our local economy and making sure that these students are exposed to different things that they might not have the chance to be exposed to just by going to school. One of the statistics that they show us is that students kind of gravitate towards what they know. I know I became a teacher because I wasn't really exposed to anything other than like education and what my dad did or what my parents did. So that was really kind of like my two choices if we're looking at it objectively, because that was all that I had been exposed to. But I think that this is a great way to expose students to new ways of thinking about how they can pursue their careers in the future. We had some comments coming to chat. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. So there's a question about extending the deadline. There isn't a plan to extend the deadline, but we will see how many applications we get in. So if we're short on applications, we might extend it. But for right now, the deadline is kind of a hard deadline on April 30th. But that could be opened up depending on that. They need reminder. Yeah, so that's absolutely true. So that's why I'm asking all of you to help give the reminders. So we want to send it out as many times as possible. This is a big push the next 2 days. So thank you for doing that. Let's see if there's anything else. Yeah, an incubation lab. I mean, that's type of the stuff that we're looking toward the future. Right now, our first step is we want to start this event that's getting students connected with the chamber and with businesses. And from that, we're hoping that we can open up more opportunities. We've also been partnering with other entrepreneurs. So there are entrepreneurial groups that kind of operate in our area. Cal State San Bernardino is going to be participating in this with us. The Drucker School, which I believe is in Claremont, they're going to be participating in this with us. So we've got some partners that are promoting entrepreneurship in our area. And if you know of any, that would be a great thing to do as well. So please encourage them to do that. The last thing I want to do is that what we've had is all of our meetings, I've kind of tried to give assignments for our staff, usually to give reviews of people. So Rose, her mic's not working apparently, but she wanted to thank Razel for leaving a Google review on her Google account. And so that's the kind of thing that I think would be a great thing for us to do, is to take this opportunity to really support our fellow businesses that are in the chamber and leave a recommendation or review. So I think I've asked to leave one on LinkedIn. I think we've asked to do one on Google. We've asked to do one on Yelp. So today, what I'd like you to do is leave one on Facebook. So if I haven't done that yet, leave a review of a fellow business that you've done business with through the chamber on Facebook. And this is one that I haven't asked for yet. Leave one for the chamber. The chamber, I'm not going to show you how to do it, just so that you guys see how to do it. I'm going to show my screen. So let me go. So I'm going to go to the chamber page. So give me a second here. So I type in Chino Valley Chamber in the search. Here's the different groups that sign up. This is our home page. So this is our page right here. The one above that is a group page. So you want to click on that. And then there's this review section here. So on the Facebook page, you click on the review section. I'm hoping this works the way that I intended. I didn't practice this beforehand. So you have your reviews, and then, yeah, it isn't gonna work out the way that I intended. Does anybody know where you actually go to leave the reviews on Facebook? Oh, have feedback about your business experience? No. Anybody?
It's on the ratings where find where the stars are.
Oh, where the stars are. Okay. So let's go back here. There we go. Well, I should have done this beforehand. Anyways, what I would encourage you, there is a way to do it on there. I'll show you, if for some reason we don't have it, I'll show you next week. But with that, I want to call our meeting to an end. I want to thank you guys. Thank you, Bibi, for the presentation today. As a reminder, this is all going to be up on Facebook and YouTube within the next couple of hours. So I'm going to do that. My battery is actually about to die, so I need to get my charger. So I'm going to kind of run out of the room for a second because I got to make sure that this video downloads. And I'll call it a day. You guys are welcome to stay and communicate and chat with one another. And I want to thank you guys for coming today. And we will see you next week at the same time. We're going to have Rose from Rose's Say talking about how you can make your mom feel special for Mother's Day. Thank you guys and have a great day. Bye.
Everyone have a great week.
Bye, everybody. Have a great week.
Take care, everyone.